just kind of sets the mood for the figure. What's up, guys? I'm customizing this McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse, the Grim Knight Batman action figure. I've done this right leg over here, adding a few highlights to it in comparison to the way the natural one looks on the left. So I'll try to just zoom in and show you. So I'm trying to basically bring out the highlights on this leg here, which I just finished doing. You can see the laces. So if you compare, you can't even see the detail here, but when I put the highlights on, pow, you see them. So I'm just customizing this using a dry brush technique. You have to be very steady with your hand and kind of really understand the brush strokes and brush strokes. God, I hope I'm not having a stroke. Brush strokes, so that you have the techniques that you're utilizing when you're painting the figure. So anyway, you can see over here on this side, with no brush strokes, say that 3 times fast. It's just kind of very bland and matte, but adding it those little that little light silver highlight, that metallic highlight, really brings it out quite nicely. So I'll try to just like show you here really quickly. Like this is the paint that I'm using. Okay, just so you guys can see what it's called here. All right, and I just kind of dab a little bit on the brush over here like so, and you paint a little happy tree. That's my little Bob Ross imitation. Okay, if you guys haven't seen Bob Ross, please YouTube him or Google him. He's amazing. He makes little happy trees. That's his voice. Okay, so let's do this over here. I'm gonna try to see if I could somehow film this while I am painting, which is not easy. I need a tripod here, but you pretty much just brush over it very lightly, like so, in a specific pattern stroke, and you have to really feel the ridges of the sculpt so that you're identifying which parts to bring out. So it's not, I'm not just doing this randomly. It's very intentional what I'm doing. And I'm feeling like where the ridges need a little more, and then I kind of analyze it. And as you can see, already it's come out really well. You know, it has like a really nice kind of reflective tone to it over here, if you see that. So now you can really see the detail. So I think that kind of gives you an idea of what we're doing. So I'll do the rest of it kind of like that. And let's see how it comes out. Get these little things over here until it starts to bring it out a little bit. Be really careful so that you really kind of, you're almost painting highlights into it there. So I think that could kind of give you an idea. Also, these guns here, really wish that they actually made the guns removable because they're so cool. You see they have straps on them and everything like that. So same kind of thing here when we paint these guns. Really want to kind of bring it out very special like. Okay, so you see the guns here, kind of find the pattern and very gently brush it in the direction opposite against the grain so that you're able to bring that out, just like this little section right here. You see how that is really nicely brought out? So that's kind of how you do it. For those of you who are just tuning in, this is comic book artist, writer, and director Graig Weich from BeyondComics.tv, and this is what I do to relax and decompress. It's like meditation for me. Just very peaceful and kind of a nice little simple brush, dry brush strokes over here. But you know, you can see over here, like with the gun here, you can't see the beautiful sculpt, but when you do this, now you really can see that nice sculpt starts to really pop. You can see that in comparison. So like, for example, over here on Batman's back, if we're just very careful, see now you have to be careful because the sculpt goes this way, so to go against the grain, you need to go this direction for that section. But see how it pops it out right now? Then like here, you go the opposite, so I'm tilting the brush in a different direction. It's very important that you do this the proper way here. Then if you check the sculpt here, you want to go this direction now, a different direction completely. And again, this is how you bring out those highlights, going against the grain of the sculpt. I hope you guys know what I mean by that. But you're trying to basically bring out the highlights, the parts of the sculpt that are closest to you, so that the parts that are farthest away from you remain dark. That's really important here. Even like this neck collar here, very gently, just give that nice little dry brush look there. Pow. It's really all you need to do, but it brings it out so much nicer looking like that. So I'll continue on, show you the finished result. And please make sure to follow and subscribe, guys. So as of now, I have completed the dry brush on the Grim Knight Batman. Robin, where's Joker? Okay, there we go. So this kind of gives you a nice view. Let me zoom back here. Pow. And over here, you can kind of see some of the detailing. Let's kind of put this back here. Whoops. So it really picks up the lighting nicely. And that's the great thing about this metallic silver, when you just kind of put a light little mist dry brush on it. And even in the mask, I put it very, very lightly. It's very, very subtle, but it's there, and it helps you kind of see it, you know? I'll just fix that there, but boom, that's it. Now just doing the weapons. So I'm going to tackle these guns next. And there is the finished paint job on these weapons here for the Grim Knight Batman. I mean, it's very quick. You see how quick this stuff, takes. I'm just considering potentially putting a few highlights potentially here. Maybe a little bit of gold rim on there. Let's see. And there's the completed figure, guys. Let's zoom in really close here. Take a quick look. And this is with light directly on it. If we tilt it upward, okay, let me kind of zoom in here. All right. There's like a lot of light on it, but if we go direct to the light, for example, up like so, like here you can really like see some nice shadows and how it really stands out with like some deep lighting into it. There we go. And if we can go the other way here. Okay, guys, and here's with the little nicely highlighted areas here with a little gold. I just added little tiny details of gold to it, which I think really kind of brings it out. If we darken it here, you can kind of see it as well. Just focus there and pop it like so. Little tiny elements of that copper gold added, and I think it kind of helps bring it out quite nicely over there too. So I hope you guys like this and have enjoyed my custom painting dry brush techniques here. I would like to potentially paint that high gloss black, the bat logo potentially, which might look like really nice. But this is permanently affixed to it here on the shoulder, so it'll be hard to take it off. I think they put it on during assembly, so I don't know how the heck to get this bandolier off. Is going to be really rough. Just taking a really nice close look here. Here you guys go. Make sure to follow and subscribe. Thanks for watching. As they say in comics, to be continued. Check out my new comic book at www.beyondscomics.tv, guys. Thanks. So what I did was I just very gently peeled this off here. It's glued on, but you could very easily peel it off if you're careful. And I'm going to try to stretch this bandolier down so I can try to paint that bat logo. Have a little fun with it over here, and that should work. There we go. So you just kind of pull it down. We could paint that logo, hopefully. So I just, you kind of stretched it down. I'm going to paint a little bit more silver highlight around here so that kind of highlights the black bat that I'm going to try to paint. Okay, so this is very messy, but this is the start of it. I'm leaving the little silver outline highlight where the bat is raised, the logo. Use a little Sharpie pen over here. This, by the way, before was the Sharpie pen I had used, the gold Sharpie pen for the little gold parts. And then here is a matte black paint, Mars Black, as well as the more shiny one, Ivory Black, over here, that we're going to try to shine this up with. Okay. And here it is, guys. Nice and solid. So you see how I kind of used the highlighting silver paint around the bat as highlights while shading the muscles under it, because it's a great sculpt of the chest there. And I just painted the solid black bat on it. Now I think what I'm going to do, just for contrast, I'm considering potentially glossing up this. This is still like somewhat matte or low gloss, mostly matte, as you see. But if it's glossy, I think it might make it pop potentially in comparison to the rest of the sheen of the character. So let's see. So I went for it, and I think it came out really nice. I love the high gloss of that bat logo. It just looks very, very deep and wet, but it is in fact dry. Look how it picks up the light from the television across the room over there. I mean, that's pretty astonishing. Really, really came out pretty damn good. So I just stretched this over it and glue it back onto the shoulders there. But yeah, there you go. And this is what I used over here for the gloss, X22 clear. Okay, you guys can see this over here. Tamiya color over there. So very, very good for that stuff. Here's my little paint kit. If you guys want to see my paint kit. Okay, let's put it together now. And here it is, guys, the finale. Just when I thought it was finished before, now it's finished. Here we go. Pow! Look at that. See, that bat really stands out. That nice chest emblem logo has a really nice sheen to it. I glued the little inner shoulder parts of the bandolier back on to the trapezius muscle. You know, I gave a little sheen here to like the gauntlets, just to kind of change the texture pattern a little bit. So that also to the gun. So the gun is a little bit shiny. It's a little hard to see on camera. Also like this little knife area here and the gun in the back. And there we go, guys. That is the complete Grim Knight Batman. Pow. Here we go, just to try to take a look. I hope you guys have enjoyed this how to customize the Grim Knight Batman action figure by McFarlane Toys. If you guys want to see the video of Todd McFarlane and I talking about when he first hired me to draw the double-page spread pinup poster in issue number 30 of Spawn, you could click on my other videos and check that out. He gave me my break-in comic books, and that's always been really just a wonderful memory in my life. And it was great to see Todd again at Toy Fair and have our little private interview together. I was really glad that, you know, he's been so supportive over the years. All right, guys, take a look at this here, and you can watch our video together. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Keep customizing, and enjoy this nice little detail here. And if you guys want to see me customize any other figures, please let me know. I've customized a lot. You can see my Punisher figures and a whole bunch of stuff. But this is just such nice, peaceful, relaxing meditation type thing for me. Just added a cape last second to the Batman figure, guys. Literally just cut off the sleeve of a shirt and, you know, cut the little points at the tail and then put a little hole in the back of the cape so that, you know, the guns can press through the cape into the back. And here you go. And it kind of like, it spreads out pretty nicely. There you go. Yeah, just wanted to show you that real quick. That was like super last minute. And here he is, guys. Batman in all his glory. Check it out. Kind of really dig it with the nice background and everything. And the cape. Just kind of sets the mood for the figure. So anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this review. Please make sure to follow and subscribe. This has been comic book artist, writer, and director Greg Weich from BeyondComics.tv. And as they say in comics, to be continued.